another senior, our father, uh, a learned resource person who is going to speak to us, goes by the name Dr. Fred Akintunwa. Guess I get that correct. Akintunwa, sorry. Akintunwa is a highly experienced entrepreneur and executive with a successful career spanning over 2 decades. He has a strong background in project and program management on a global scale, with a wide range of credentials and experts in leading technology. Dr. Fred is known for his exceptional engagement, problem solving, and risk management skills. He is a well versed in change management, adopting best practice, and driving processes improvements to address business challenges. Please, can we welcome Dr. Fred?
But I count it as a great privilege to be here this afternoon. This one now, when you see the future, who are the future? When is the future? Now. How do you know it's now? No, there's some slang that you know, but you don't even prove it. How do you know it's now? Honey? Me or you? Don't generalize anything because it's individualism. Life is not about everybody, it's about you. Therefore, this afternoon is a privilege for me to be here. It's a great one. I have to adjust so many things to be here. Thank you for the honor, thank you for the privilege. My name is Fred Akintunwa. I work with Vegas Group. What do? We're into IT solutions. We build solutions. What is solution? We look for problems. Thank you for that word that you said. We look for problem. And we sit down with the problem and get a solution for the problem. We're into IT. From IT, we move into real estate. We build, we sell. We're into obviously we're into consultancy. What else do? We give microcredits. We deal with institutions. What else do? We are going into oil. What else do? We are going into everything. Bitcoins, I was so much interested. I got involved in Bitcoins. I invested in a lot of millions into it and I got discouraged. Because of Bitcoins, I got an invitation from Stanford University in America. I became a graduate from there just because of that. When I lost interest because I didn't get anybody to trust. You don't do all things except you want to die before you die. It's a privilege meeting you. Thank you. We're going to talk. Let's look forward. Hope we can get something out of the relationship. Now let's talk about consistency. Now, just move on. When I do this one, just move on. It's a key. How do you achieve sustainable growth? It is one thing for you to have a business. How can you have a sustainable business? By the grace of God, we started our business in 2005, and by God's grace, we grew. We have a customer in 2005, and they are still our customer till today. How do you hold a customer? How do you grow your business? How do you move from just making money to building money? How do you grow from just fulfilling yourself just to be happy to a level where you grow and affect nations? How? Now let's go. Some quotes. They say success is not just about greatness. It is about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. If you are not consistent with what you are doing, you will soon go into extinction. That is what Dave Johnson said. So when you look at people who are successful in life, you find out they are not just motivated people. What happened? They are people that are consistent in motivating themselves. Well, that is what young guy, as the young guy said sometimes ago. Well, today, I'm also consistent here with my team. I have my team here. I have my directors are here. I have 3 directors with me here, the Fred directors. I have Misolua, I have Yanolu, I have Misolua, and I have my Asnawenga with me too there. Great pleasure. If you want to be successful, you need to be consistent. If you don't want to be consistent, then don't think about success. You don't need to bother yourself. Anything in life, if you want to be successful, then you want to be consistent. Career-wise, even in life, I say consistency is one of the key things to longevity. How many of you want to live long? You must be consistent. If you don't eat every day, what will happen? It's normal. Sometimes when your body craves for food, what do? You feed. When you keep taking care of your body, sincerely speaking, knowingly or unknowingly, you will live long. And if you want to die, just go fasting. Don't drink water, don't eat food. Be consistent with that. What will happen to you? Very soon, your memory will be forgotten. That is why key to longevity is what? It's so key. What we are saying this afternoon is that we are saying the reality of what life is all about. Go. They said, what is consistency after all this? I said, it's an act of dedicating yourself to a set goal. I know people are talking about goal. And not just dedicate yourself, you stay to achieve that goal. You stay put. It's an act of commitment to a long-term action. You keep doing it repeatedly until you achieve your set goal. Again, I said, consistency rate comes from what? Do a business every day to keep afloat. You keep seeking for growth and you keep thinking about how you can become great. If you don't have a destination, there's no way you are going. Cool. Now, look at this. One of the major things is building a sustainable habit. When you have an habit and routine, then you talk about progress. In everything, spiritually, physically, emotionally, if you are in love with someone and you are not consistent in showing love, what will happen? Someone else will take your place. It's so simple. If you are a worker, you are good at working, and you refuse to come to work consistently, what will happen? You will be sad. If you come on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you don't show up. And they say you were not there, they say, Shebi, I was there 2 days ago. What happens to you? You will be lost. Therefore, what are we saying? Consistency is something that is key. It's a commitment to it. It's a long-term action. It's not just once in a while. Consistency is about repeatedly taking things. What does that mean? I call it mindset crushes synchronization. You crush it. You keep thinking about it. You keep thinking about it. And as someone else, I say, what is consistency? It's having the hands and the mind. When you think about how great you want to be and working toward that great, that is what we call consistency. Now, but before we move on here, how many of you want to be great? It's not everybody. What is your definition of greatness? What do you have in mind? In the next 10 years, where do you want to see yourself? In the next 5 years, where do you want to see yourself? You know, many people today just live life without even knowing where they are going. It's common in this country. Sometimes ago, a man was coming on this Northern Bridge, and suddenly the man just turned. And everybody was not turning. What happened? I think somebody was able to stop him. I said, what happened? He said, he forgot his key at home. Many people today follow crowd in this country. There was a time when there was a bomb blast some times ago. Many people were wasted, not because of the bomb blast, but because they follow people to go to their farm. When you do have a destination, you go to a station. What is consistency is having my end at the back of the mind. It does not matter what anybody can be doing. Focus on what you want to get you to your destination. Are we together? Yes. That's why I want to ask you a question this afternoon. What is in your mind? What do you want to achieve? We are here. You know, we have generals here. We have generations here. But you know, we have different groups. Some are thinking about cryptocurrency, some are thinking about naira. Some are thinking about dollar here, some are thinking about money. Some are here how to get that guy, how to get that guy. It all depends on what you have in mind. But having what you have in mind and your head goal is what will determine how consistent you're going to be. Good. Let's move on. And I said, let's look at the importance of consistency in business. I don't want to go into, I will try once, because we are youth and we are young, I'm going to diversify some money. Because we think about business, career too comes in, emotion also comes in. You go and say, if you don't get it, forget it. Now, listen, in ever-changing and competitive landscape, we have an ever-changing, the whole thing is changing. The commerce world is becoming so tense. Sincerely speaking, business is not as easy as it used to be. Things are not just moving the way it ought to. They say achieving sustainable growth and a long-term success is the ultimate of everybody. You want to have a business. My sincere desire is to have a business that will click me. I don't want to have a business that will just be 10 years old and go to a station. No. I want to have a business that's going to be 100 years, 120 years, 150 years. Even when I'm no more alive again, the business has to grow. That's the whole mission. Therefore, when you look at all these ones, innovations is very good. Adaptability is very good. But one of the major things that will keep this business going is what? Consistency. And that's why I want us to look at it. It's okay. When you now look at it, how do we not think about this important? Why do you need to be consistent? Why? Consistency is akin to what I call the steep. If you look at a river, if a river keep going through a particular path, you discover at the end of the day there will be a chalet. If I decide if a river keep moving on the rock, when you get to that rock side, you're going to see a path. Therefore, consistency is akin to that, with a steady flow of rivers in a shaping of creating a curve in a landscape area. Again, let's dive into this. It's pivotal. It's key to anything in life. We can't just overlay or look down on consistency. In life is the most important thing. Now let's look at the importance. Number one, consistency. What will it do for you? Consistency will make you to do what? To have trust. When you deliver the product and services and you meet up your deadlines and you maintain what they call ethical standard, people will trust you. If there's one thing that we have been able to use that has been our strength, has been our consistency. I worked with a client who signed up, I think July 2005. And by the grace of God, we are still there. We had competitions. Competitors came. All the banks came. They fought against us. But they said, we know him. We handle admission for some institutions. They know when it comes to admission, we will never change results. They know. Consulting for some universities, entrance examination, payment of school fees. We do all those systems for them. They say they know if it is beggars, we know they can never compromise. Now, our consistency, our standard, our integrity has helped us build trust. Now, today, they now refer us to other organizations. That when you are consistent with what you are doing, it will lead to what we call trust. Then you will be reliable. When you don't have consistency in what you are doing, you do this one today, tomorrow you do another one, they don't even know you. So they can't even predict you. You're unpredictable. When you don't have a focus, you don't know what you're doing, you're not consistent in your product. Look at that man, they know him for work now. Jeremiah that just left you. Huh? He's talking about Christ now. If you want to talk about Christ in this place, now who will you talk to? Listen. It's so consistent, it's focused. That does not mean there won't be crisis. But consistency will lead to what? Trust and reliability. Number two. Let's look at this. How many of you know this? Happen. Do you know today, I was in US 2 weeks ago, I walked up to the office. I was to work on my system. And I saw people, they were on queue. Just to attend. For you to let to attend to you, you have to pick time. Some organizations, some fronts are there that people are just buying, nobody will come and buy. You get to Apple office, you will kill. I was to work on one of my systems, they gave me time to come by 12:30. And I was looking at the people who are there on queue. Why? Because they see them as trustworthy, reliable. What do? They upgrade their system. Now when the new version is coming up now, people queue ahead of time to have it. Same thing with Microsoft Word, Microsoft Office. Today, people, because there's no alternative anywhere, people come to a level where they come up with updates, they come up with everything. And when everything is up to date, how consistent with you with what you are doing? In your business, many people are saying business are not good, business are not working again. I say, forget it. It's one of the best ways to enjoy money if you know what they're doing. Look at the next one. How many of you know this? The next one. Can you, what is this? Huh? Where are they? I was in US, myself, Nnamdi, the owner of slots. We were having a meeting at Wisconsin, and they came all the way from Canada. The team from BlackBerry. They came in, they were trying to say, sometimes it was Lux that was really moving BlackBerry in Nigeria. In fact, we were one of the best in Africa. But because they were not even considering what they were doing, they were moving up and down, they don't even know what exactly they want. At the end of the day, they went into extinction. When you are not consistent with your idea, you are not consistent with your product, you are not moving with the trend of what is happening, you go into extinction. That's what today we don't hear about them again. They were one of the best then. Remember, if you don't have BB, you are not wrong. Everybody must have BB. But today, how many of you have BB? You can't show me your BB. If I'm many of us don't know BB again. That's why, look, as much as possible, be consistent in innovation. Consistent in what is happening. Don't just keep quiet and think because you have arrived and you want to stay there. No! Consistency in upgrading and updating yourself is very key. Are we together? Good. Next one. Consistency will give you what we call efficiency and productivity. When you are efficient, when you address inefficiency, you become more in delivery. When you know how to allocate resources, today, many of us, we waste a lot of things. We waste money. If you look at the way many of us spend money, we waste a lot of money. One of us are young now. If I ask you now, show me your phone. Many of us have telephones. And you must subscribe to all the networks. And one of them must have data. Now also, if this one is not working, that one will come. Because you want to be online 24 hours. Doing what? Chatting with who? Chatting with someone that does not profit you or add value to your life. Many of us, we are not even efficient. Efficiency simply means how do you reduce waste? Why must you buy what you don't need to impress people you don't like? There's a major problem. Who won't buy? You want to buy the latest and you quit. You want to do both straight. Frontal and closure. You got it? You want to look so you want to win. You don't even like it. It's not convenient to your head, but you want to show it so that they will know. Why are you inconveniencing yourself for God's sake? What's the problem? Many of us will live a life of inefficiency. And that's why so many people's business die because of lack of efficiency. Consistency in what you believe in your idea will make it efficient. Let's go to the next one. Look at the startup. When you foster what I call culture of creativity, for every business startup that want to go far, you must have consistency in creativity. You must also come to a level of encouraging your friends and your colleagues to think outside the box. Truly speaking, we are in a generation now that what we think we have today, tomorrow it will be outdated. You must keep updating yourself. You must keep being there. You must innovate and you must encourage innovation. Consistency in encouraging innovation makes startup to grow. I purposely dropped this here because many people are startup. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years business. Good. In Nigeria here, life expectancy of many businesses is 5 years. After 5 years, many of them are no more again. And once they enjoy it, the next thing, you want to buy Range Rover. And once you buy one Range Rover, your expenses will go up. And you keep increasing your expenses, income will be reducing. And at the end of the day, there will be nothing to sustain yourself again. But when it comes into a level whereby, even though you have money, how do you think about innovation? What's the next thing? If I'm one of the major things I'm here for now, is to see who I can partner with. When I heard about future, I'm thinking about which innovation can I see here that I can also plug into. Because if you don't preach, you will die. Good. Next one. Consistency helps with what we call brand identity. It will help you to build a strong brand. Help you to recognize the value proposition. When your message is consistent, when they know you for who you are, it will portray a great and what I call a good interaction for you to be able to flow with your customers once they know your brand. So when you are consistent with your brand, today you are yellow, tomorrow you are black. Anywhere you see yellow now, what do you see? That's what you know. Even in the bush, once you see yellow, MTN is here. They are consistent with their color. Now look at the next slide. I need you to look at the next slide. Look at it. Look at Toyota, 1958. Now they tweeted the whole brand, but they still look alike. See today, once you see Toyota, what do? You know. I was in Ford's company 3 weeks ago. I was in their production line from the beginning to the end. I saw the latest Nikon navigator, the new one, 2024. I saw it, I said, I want to bring this to Nigeria. Well, they won't allow me to cross the border with it. It was, mwah. But you know, they have their brand. They know what to do. They know it's normal. Look at Pepsi. Look at Shell. Look at even Starbucks. Tea. One of the best tea companies in the whole world. What is your brand? Show me. Today is on. Tomorrow is big. Many of us, we change our brand every week. Your logo. You know you have one logo. Last year, when they look at your company again, another logo has changed back. Sometimes we change our company name. Many of us, thank God for a lawyer here, many of us don't even have a company that is registered. It's your name, synonymous, Solomon. Which company are you? Don't worry, just transfer the money to my name. What is your company name? Don't worry about company name, just deliver the thing. No! You must be consistent with your brand. Let everybody know you for who you are. We may not like you, don't worry. Many may not like your color, don't worry. It is, you are not serving many. Look for people that you are serving and please them. If you try to hear what everybody is telling you, you will soon go astray. You are not made for everybody. Identify who you are meant to serve. For your information, we are all in this room. You know we are not meant to serve everybody. But there are some specific people you are sent to. Identify them, stay with them, be focused with them, and you get to your destination. Are we together? Good. I said when you are consistent, it will help you, the next one, into data and feedback. You collect valuable data, you know. This is what we have been doing over the years. If this is what we, by March, you know, if this is the way you have been doing your product, then you can know by March, this is what normally happens. What am I going to get as a feedback? When you are consistent, you know when you are picking. It will help you in data analysis. I was once a banker. We look at what happened every year. We itemize what happens to our customers. We look at how we can pick data. At what year do they get more money? At what year does income go higher? At what year does expenses go higher? You look at everything. Even as a business, small businesses like ours, do you have time when you measure your data? Are you consistent? Are you consistent in your expenses in the office? You know, many of us, we just spend any money anyhow. We don't have budgets. You don't even know what you're doing. You just flow. Consistency will help us to have a good data for analysis. Also give us a great time for feedback. I said again, next one, consistency will help you in risk management. When you are consistent, you can know in the face of economic fluctuation, market changes, unforeseen challenges, what do you need for you to be on top of the weather? You must be able to be consistent to know this at this moment, this is the time for us to move. We know if we move it like now, in our organization, we give loan. We are into microcredits. We've discovered of experience, we should not give loan in December. Out of experience. Because if you give loan in December, they will use it for ceremony. Therefore, we stop giving on anything from October. If anybody wants money, you have to come back, not even in January. It will be in February. Now we've been able to look at, based on what we've been doing. We tried it, we failed. And therefore, we discovered the best way not to fail is not to keep failing. Are we together now? Good. Let's move on because of time. As the consistency will help you to have what we get sustainable growth. When you embrace consistency, sincerely speaking, you lead to what is resistant to change. That does not mean, hey, when there is changes, you will not be ready to change. The only thing that is going to change is the word change. This is how we used to do it. Like in my organization, we built portal for some of our clients. We started with cash card. We were the first person that built the first cash card for NYC. Then I know the Fortune Trust Bank, we joined them, we built cash card for WAHEC. But later on, cash card was no more moving. What do? We move into level of payment. Today we talk about payment with card. We came up with card. You can use your ATM card to make payment. But now life is growing. Not just you can use anything to make payment. Therefore, if you are consistent with what is happening in your society, you also know how you can change. Today you can pay money with anything, anyhow. Therefore, it has helped us to have grown the teaching head of what we have. Because we are concerned with what we are doing. We know what is happening in the society. We listen to them and we flow along. Wow. I said, what is it? Next one, consistency will lead to lifestyle. If you are, how many of us go to gym here? You see, these are major issues. I just flew into Nigeria this week. And I found out I was in few states. Gym, it's a normal thing. Here we don't go to gym because we are convenient. The weather here is good. If it is too cold, then we know how to adjust. That's why many of us we don't grow. We don't think about innovation here because we are convenient. Over there, if it is too cold, if you are in the house, you don't put heater, you will die in the house. I was in New York as of today now, the whole place is so hot that if you don't put AC in the whole room, you will suffocate. The whole condition there was too dangerous that they need to adjust. But here we are comfortable. If it is too hot, you go out. You remove your shirt. You just blow yourself and off you go. Over there, you see people go to gym because they stay indoor for a long time, they will go into crisis. And one of the major things about gym is the ability for you to keep doing it consistently. But here in Nigeria, you just want to carry weight, you want to have six pack, you want to carry back, you are fine. What makes you to live long is consistency. It builds what they call lifestyle. You know. It's very key. Good. I said, how do you achieve consistency? How? Number one, it's what we call vision. For you to be consistent, you must have a vision. Because consistent in doing what? If there's no way you are going, what are you going to be consistent in doing? Before you get to your destination, there must be somewhere in your mind. Are we together? Hello? That's why I asked you, how many of us want to excel here? You know, many people are here, some people are here, they just want to make money. Just to manga. That's the major thing in Nigeria. We just want to make money. Why some want to make name? You know, some want to make impact. Some people are here, they want to make an impact in their generation. They may not make money, but they make impact. But some is money. When you make impact, money will come. If you are pursuing money, you may not be able to get money. But when you pursue impact, money will come your way. Are we together? Yes. Now you must have a vision. I want to ask us this afternoon, what is our vision? What is your vision? Take a look at this next slide. Please hold on, everybody. What do you see here? I never going to just go to what do you see here? I always show this anywhere I go. What do you see here? Cloud. Honey, you see a cloud? Good. What else do you see? Tree. What else do you see? Huh? Dry land. What else do you see? Huh? A pathway. You can see a pathway through the wood. You see how I'm going to see pathway. You see, can you see my brother now? You see pathway inside here. Can you see? Different perspective. What else do you see? Huh? Ocean. You are seeing ocean. What else do you see? A man saw this some years ago and he called his friends. They come. I see progress here. And people say nothing can grow in this place. They told him nothing good can come out of this place. They discouraged him. Be careful who you share your vision with. Because if you share your vision with someone that is not consistent with what you have in your mind, they will discourage you. The man was discouraged. The man was not encouraged. He was almost at the point, but he refused to give up. He was consistent with what he could see. And look at it. When he built this place, he said they should buy this place. They said they were not interested. The man was consistent. He bought this place. Look at what he turned it to. The next slide. Look at that. He turned it to a Disneyland. I was privileged with my family to be in this train. And when that train, we saw the whole place. A man saw this place. When they were to commission this place, unfortunately the man died before they finished the opening. Then I asked the wife, he said, why? How do you think, how would you have felt assuming your husband is alive to see this place? He said, no, my husband saw this place before he died. He was consistent. There's a parade they do here, I think 2 or 3 times in a day. They call it Dreams Come to Pass Parade. If you have a vision, you have a dream, your dream will come to pass, but you must be consistent. You must not be distracted. It does not matter what anybody say. See what you see. How do you be consistent? You must have a vision. Pew, it's key. Next one, look at it. We've talked about there must be a goal. There's a vision. Vision is the ultimate. How do you not get to that vision? It's through goal. Your goal must be specific, shadows. She must be what? Measurable, accessible, realistic, and must be time-bound. There must be something. You have a vision, you want to be a multi-billionaire. Great one. I want to have a project that no one will use. Great. How? That comes about a goal. Now look at it. In setting this goal, this is what you need. Set a goal. Don't just set a goal. Make a plan to accomplish that goal. Not only do you make a plan, get to work, brother. Many of us can talk. We go to Twitter. Yes. Everybody talk. You see, many people can criticize a lot. But nobody else. Most of us are doing nothing. You keep talking. Talk is cheap. Don't just set a goal. Set a goal, make a plan for it, then get to work. Keep working. What do you not do again? After keep working, stick to what you are doing. When you stick to it, that is what we call consistency. Then you get to the goal. Are we together? Am I talking to somebody? Does it make sense at all? This is the key of what to do. Now let's go because of time. There is what they call focus. When you set a goal, you make a plan, you work to it, you'll be focused on what you are doing. Focus simply means no matter what anybody is saying, you won't be distracted. That does not mean your thing will be easy. Decide a routine for yourself. Make a routine for yourself. What time should you wake up? What time? Well, how many books must you read per day? Have you read some people's autobiography? Yes, I'm going to round up. Get it on. Just be there. Be specific. Have a focus. Let's not because of time decide to round up. I know that. There's what they call prioritize, what I call toma. What is toma? Top of the mind awareness. Let it be on your mind. Let what you have in mind be the one that will consume you. It does not matter what anybody is saying. What I want to be, what you want to be, should be the thing that is going to be the top of your mind. It's okay. Yeah? I'm going to run out with this. These are 7 C that you must not forget. I got this one from Tom Morris. So number 1, if you want to achieve anything in life, get a clear conception of what you want. What do you want? If you don't know what you want, you get nothing. How many of us have talked about what they call elevation speech? Elevation pitch. You find yourself with a top shot in the elevator. How can you be able to discover yourself and deliver yourself? What you have at the back of your mind will be what we're talking about. Get a clear conception of what you want. Be strong confidence that you can attain that goal. Just be rest assured. That thing is so key. It's about mindset. Number 3, concentrate on what you take to achieve what you want. Don't worry. Just concentrate on yourself before. Be consistent pursuing your goal. Be consistent. Next one, emotional commitment to the value of that goal. Just engross yourself. Be involved. Get in there. And one will get what I call good character that guide you. If you know that sleeping too much will affect your goal, please change your sleeping pattern. If you know eating by 10 o'clock will not make you to wake up in the morning, stop eating at night. If you know you are in a relationship with a lady or with a guy that is disturbing your life, cut him off. Yes. Otherwise, you will not get your destination. You can imagine you are dating a guy, you are coming to VI, and this boy wants to go to Yanapada. Anytime you try to come to VI, he's talking about Yanapada. Every day, he said, let's go to Ireland. He said, Yanapada. You know that your office, your destination. I have a daughter. Let me just a little bit slide here. I have a daughter. I said, look, sir, I see myself working in Ikoyi. He said, sir, I want to work in Ikoyi. I said, this Ikoyi. She kept saying so. Just kept saying Ikoyi. Despite the fact that we stay in the Kenya area, She kept saying, Ikoyi, I tell Ikoyi to get as far. And something he said does not matter. Ikoyi. When it was not time for her to serve, one way or the other, the appointment came, they said they would take her to Badagry area. They just laughed. He said, this one is not my way. One way or the other, God helped her. She found herself back to Ikoyi. Our office is just here. And I was okay, how do we now be coming from Ikoyi? Luckily for me, I'm going to have a friend of mine here that stay here in Ikoyi. So look, this girl can come over here. Today she's staying in Ikoyi, she's working in Ikoyi. Because she was consistent with what she said. Sometimes what you keep saying will affect what you get. Be consistent. Then, ultimately, build capacity to enjoy the process. If you don't have capacity, no matter how big you are, if you have 1 billion today, now what will happen to you? If 1 billion, later you account, now what will happen? So many of us will not even know because we don't have the capacity. If you want to go far, build capacity. Thank you very much. I will say, as much as possible, the race is before you. Run your race. Don't run your race at anybody's pace. Run it at your own pace. Again, finally, the last line, I want to say thank you. Again, my name is Fred. Well, you said I should round up now. See, the man has run away now. Can you see heart of consistency too? Oh, I think we should. Are we going to call him? So that we can. No, I'm finished. I have to also be consistent with what I have. You know, at least maybe I will be able to give room for us to ask questions and everything. But to be sincere with you, the summary of all these things is that you must have a destination in mind and you must be focused on getting what you want to get. Thank you very much. Sir, you see as you round up, here am I now, you round up when I was trying to go.
Being consistent, also making sure you're keeping all things tied up properly. You know, the only things on God. So that's part of being consistent.